Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast. Today's episode is titled Losing Value of Reborn Classical Literature in the Age of AI and Cyberculture. In this episode, we want to explore a dilemma that many scholars and readers are currently facing as artificial intelligence continues to reshape how tests are perceived and recorded. Classical literature is entering a new digital environment. So let me start by asking a general question to the group. When we talk about digital listening classical literature, do you think this process mainly protects literary heritage, or does it risk changing its original value?
Well, I think it does both actually. On a practical level, digitalization helps preserve texts that might otherwise disappear. Manuscripts can be scanned, archived, and also shared globally. But at the same time, digitalization is not a neutral process. When texts are turned into data, they are often reorganized, simplified, or filtered through algorithms. So this changes how readers encounter literature, especially in digital platforms where speed and accessibility are quite prioritized.
I agree with that, and I want to push the idea a bit further. So, accessibility is usually seen as something positive, but does earlier access really mean deeper understanding? When classical literature is presented through summarized adaptations or AI generated interruptions, reader may engage with the text only on a surface level. The historical and cultural context that give the work its depth may slowly fade away.
That's a really important point. I think this is where ethic and aesthetic issues become more visible. All the organ do not understand cultural values or emotion analysis in the same way humans do. They rely on pattern and data. So when AI reshapes literary style or meaning, we need to question whether the results still reflect the original artist's intention. In the sense, decade decade lecture is not just pers preserved lectures, it becomes a new version shaped by technology logic.
Okay, building on that, let me ask another question. Do you think digital adaptation actually brings modern audiences closer to classical literature, or does it create a different kind of distance?
Okay, I think it depends on how technology is being used. So, for younger audiences, digital platforms might be the first point of contact with classical texts. In that sense, technology lowers their entry barrier. So, however, when literature is consumed mainly through short formats or automated summaries, the reading experiences become more fragmented. So, readers may now know about the story but not truly experience the text.
That's why the role of human is still cultural. Technology can support learning, but it should not replace the instrument. Scholars and educators need to guide how classical literature is presented digitally. Otherwise, meaning is shaped more by algorithm than by human reflection.
I agree, classical lecture should not become something that is passively consumed. In the cyber age, the challenge is not whether we should use technology, but how we use it responsibly. If humans remain actively involved, digitalizations stations can be replaced a lecture without erasing its cultural identity. But if we rely too heavily on the automation, lecture risks losing the very quality that make it meaningful.
So perhaps the future of classical literature is not about choosing between technology and humanity. Instead, it is about finding a balance where technology extends the literary life, while humans continue to protect its meaning. As we move forward, the question remains, are classical works truly being reborn in the digital age, or are they slowly losing their value behind the screen? Thank you for your listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So much.